Alright, hello everyone, Internet Tomato here. Sorry about that last episode likely being pretty long. I was just so very stoked to continue. Honestly, the music sounds a smidge too high. Let's go to there. Hopefully it's better. 1% lower, I know. But anyways, yeah. Sorry about the long episode. I also accidentally leveled up ahead of time. So I will show you what I decided to do. I got one more spirituality for obvious reasons because I need to get to 10 in order to get the keeper ability, which would be pretty cool. I also decided to give myself extra damage with two-handed weapons because that's what I'm going into. And also that's what I'm probably going to need in the future. And also we have King Soul abilities now. So we got this, which is new, which is that killing enemies restores a portion of King Soul. So I got this for finding Excalibur. And then I got an upgrade, and there are 6 that I could delve into. So the options I didn't pick was when using King Soul, you deflect incoming projectiles. Dealing damage has a small chance to create a weird essence, which can be collected to regenerate King Soul. Finishers restore 400% more King Soul. When using King Soul, your damage increases by 50% for each enemy killed. And then when using King Soul, you receive 50% less damage. I decided against all these because I use it so rarely. I have the get out of jail free card of if King Soul is fully charged, automatically use it when you would receive lethal damage. So it'll save me if worse comes to worse. Anyway, yeah, this is probably going to be an exploring episode because there's a ton of places to explore. About a third of the map, this area is completely gray. I want to explore this because I know that there's a fair bit of quests, there's a fair bit of things I want to find, secrets and whatnot. I want to grab all those. I will talk to Arthur sometime, probably near the end of the video, more than likely. Where do we want to go? Let's go here. Are they here still? They are. Okay, let's stay away. It will probably attack me on sight. Alright. Here we go. There's a question mark up ahead. Let's go to that. Get some experience for discovering it. If I can get up there. I get to go around. Fine. I'll get to it later. Enemies over here. I do need to find a nobleman's ragged doublet. That guy... No, he doesn't have it. Ooh. Wow, bro. Oh, yeah. I deal some hefty damage, don't I?
It's just a flesh wound.
Wow. I'm feeling really strong. Let's grab all that. You don't happen to have a... Nope. Okay, so I need a ragged nobleman's doublet for Alyssa, because she's trying to make something. Arcane Weaver Prism. Increase mana regeneration by 2. It's an amulet. I think I'm going to keep my amulet. Frayed silk gloves. I need the doublet. I know where... Oh, there it is. Ragged Nobleman's doublet. Alright, so I want to return there at some point. It's actually not far from me. You know what I'll do? Since I haven't explored this area, I'm going to instead explore over there. Then I'm going to jump down to Alyssa. That's what I'm going to do. Mandrakes. I don't remember seeing those. Hello, Wolfie. It is nice killing things in one hit. Anything else? Doesn't look like it? Alright. Well, just him, but okay. Another Stag Father Shrine. I can't imagine succeeding in that. I'm probably going to have to upgrade my two-handed weapon enough that I feel like I will kill the thing I have to hunt in one hit. Because then I might be able to kill one, chase after another, kill that one, and so on. That looks like a corpse eater in the distance. I don't know. Alright, let's go west. As there's more stuff over here. Out of the way. Nice, deserted settlement. Bunch of stuff to take. Man, all these mandrakes. Too bad I can't farm here. I'd like to do that. Hello, civilians. Apple, apple. Cheese, apple. Can't talk to you. Another ragged doublet, okay. Fork, spoon, potato sharpening. There's sharpening stones. I really should probably sell a handful of them. I can't imagine using them all, and I have like, what, 70 at the moment? Which is a little high. Just a little, you know. 70. I mean, because the thing is you only use 2 per upgrade, if I remember right. Alright, let's go. Can't talk to you. Okay. Just you. Where should I go? On this side. We'll be at your level.
You look like a worldly, well-travelled person. I'm not wrong, am I? Of course I'm not. Tell me, would you be interested in some incredibly rare, mysterious and precious items?
Sure.
Then let me introduce you to a one-of-a-kind collection of Arthurian relics. I assure you, you won't see anything like this anywhere else on Avalon. Here's an authentic Four-Dweller's tooth. And look, a bone from Sir Galahad's little finger. And over here, a fragment of a foot wrap worn by King Arthur himself, along with many other riches.
Why would I buy this?
Well, first of all, relics are a connection to the past, a testimony of great heroes and deeds. They are time itself, captured within an object. However, relics are not only the past, they are also the future.
Whoa.
They are the perfect risk-free investment because their value will only increase over time.
Mm-hmm. Alright, investment you say, how much could I make?
Oh, at least 1/5 of their worth per annum. If you want to get rich quickly, there's no better way.
Whoa, get rich quick schemes. Let's do it. Okay, so I have bought these. I don't know if any of this even works. I don't remember this board's Mightstone. But yeah, it all says unknown. I don't know if any of it works, but I'll buy it all. It's not that heavy. Thank you. Maybe it'll come up in the future. Who knows? I will take the risk. Also, because of all my practicality, I can probably, by the end of the game, if it does literally nothing, I could just sell it for a fair bit. Okay, doesn't look like I can really get over there. Anything over here? Oh, I didn't know you could just jump down. Huh, I was not aware of this. Can I jump up here? Doesn't really seem it. Nice if I could jump back. I guess I can't. That's fine. Alright, let's talk to Alyssa. She's just so close. I have all these double snares. I'm probably good for now. Hello. I found the Ragged Nobleman's doublet.
Let me see. Not entirely dreadful. The fabric is almost decent, although the cut is terribly outdated. Whoever wore this must have been near destitute, or just stole it off someone else's corpse, I suppose. Regardless, it presents a fascinating challenge. Thank you for this. Here, a token for your troubles.
Thank you. Thanks.
You are most welcome. Oh, I have no doubt that this will be a most fruitful collaboration. Keep up the good work, and I'm quite certain everything will unfold splendidly.
So, about Duncan.
Duncan? What of him? He left me, as you so aptly noted. I should have known not to expect anything better from a merchant. I still can't fathom how he could do this to me. Our marriage was perfect.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't perfect for him. He wanted love.
Love? How childish. And to think I took him for a grown man. If he desired love, he should have taken a lover. That's the customary practice in Camelot. Even my parents maintained lovers, and were all the happier for it.
The two of you seem to have vastly different ideas of a happy marriage.
He was the one who sought an alliance with my family. He willingly took on my surname. He should have been well aware of the implications. Besides, he never once voiced his discontent. Perhaps if he had, I might have been able to devise a solution. Possibly.
Possibly. But could you truly have loved him?
I don't know. I've never been in love. I scarcely understand what it involves. I know courtly love. It's just a lot of sighing and longing from afar. Romantic, perhaps, but utterly impractical within the confines of marriage. You live under the same roof, for crying out loud.
Okay, well, yeah, there are other forms of love beyond the courtly, or as it seems in your case, none at all.
And you fancy yourself an authority? You hardly appear to be the type to leave an epidemic of heartbreak in your wake.
Wow.
This conversation bores me. Can we shift our focus to something else? Or nothing, preferably. I have work to attend to. I never imagined such words would ever pass my lips.
Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah, I have another garment for you, frayed silk gloves.
Splendid! This piece is indeed intriguing. Although, I must confess, I was secretly hoping for something with a bit more flair. All my current designs feel tragically mundane, and I've nothing in the house I could use to adorn them.
Don't you have any jewelry?
Well, I do have some pieces that are quite outdated, but they aren't really what I have in mind. Gold and gems are such obvious choices. I aspire for my designs to captivate, to stand out with more than mere opulence.
What kind of adornments are you thinking about?
Well, given that we're in the South, it may sound somewhat trite, but I have developed quite a fondness for marine-inspired motifs. I could start with some seashells, perhaps. Not too many, perhaps 12 or so. I'm not certain yet. I'll need to give it more thought.
Okay. So she needs 12. I'll talk to her later. I can probably actually do that in a jiffy. I have 9, if I remember right. And there are drowners, or drowns. Man, I always get it mixed up. Too many games. I play too many games. That's just a rock. That's just a rock. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, I play too many games. There's too many terms. Are they still here? Or are they here now? No, I don't want you. I mean, I'll kill you. For experience. Hello. I don't mind. Okay, coolio. Wow, really? Die. Okay. We will just run right through town, despite everything. I know that they're on this side, so we will go over here and kill the drowns. We need 3 more, I think. Oh, I guess I killed them too recently. How much do I care about this quest? I guess I could just do it, because they're right here. Yeah. Okay, 1 down. Hello. 2 down. 3. So I'm already done. I just have to kill enough to make sure I can escape. I'm not in combat anymore. It doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's go. Easy. Oh wait, I did get enough, didn't I? I should have double checked actually. I thought she said 12. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Man, there's not too much to do here. I mean, I know that there are odds and ends, but yeah, we're getting close to the end. Of the horns. I don't know if I'll finish it completely. I'll think about it. But alright, no close today, but I found something else.
Ah, the seashells. Thank you. You know, this might be the most humble gift I've ever received, but it could also be the most precious. Truthfully, I was somewhat skeptical of whether you were actually listening to my ramblings.
I always listen, Alyssa.
And for that, I am deeply grateful. I've always had the impression that Duncan became rather weary of my endless babble. Though, upon reflection, I confess I found his conversations equally tiresome. I'm sorry to cut this visit short, but there is something I simply must attend to as soon as possible. But I'd really love it if you visited again soon.
Okay, yeah. You do say something useful now and then. We could go well, yeah, this is like asking her out on a date. I'll do it.
Oh, that's very sweet of you, I'm sure. But I'm afraid I simply don't have it in me to venture outside just yet. Not even with company. Besides, we're both terribly busy people. Can you imagine? The scheduling alone would be a nightmare.
Valid.
So, while I appreciate the offer, I'm afraid I must decline.
Okay. Yeah, I'll return later, then I'll talk to her more. But yeah, that is completed for now. She is going to be whipping up a suit, well, some clothes that are actually pretty good. Actually pretty good. And also, I'm pretty sure that they sell really well. Alright. Let's do some more exploring. Go along the river. I do want to meet one person in particular soon. This meteorite? No. Copper. Not interested. Hello. Man. His helmet. This negates damage entirely. Yeah, I want to go over here. I need to talk to him. Hello. Brock.
Did you make sure that no one from the Queen's entourage was following your trail? Beware her spokespeople. And if you're acting on her behalf, be gone and perish!
Who are you?
Depends on who's asking. Do you bring trouble? Or are you in need? Do you hear the buzzing of the bee swarm? Or are you carrying that noise yourself? No, I can't hear any buzzing from you. Hold on. You don't know what you're doing here yourself. And you are looking for answers. Or the right questions. Ah, well, same difference. My name is Brock. If you need something to shield yourself from evil, you've come to the right place.
Your queen. What are you talking about?
The first time I saw her was years ago, when night fell over Brock Miala, and the gatherers had already fallen into a peaceful slumber. Then, the first sign appeared, a harbinger of what was to come. The mist, thicker than ever before. Wilfred was the first to notice it, as he still tended to the beehives. Finally, from the milky shroud suspended between the earth and the sky, an unexpected procession emerged, led by the Queen of Queens. Oh. We were lucky to be wearing our attire.
What happened next? Who's the queen?
Along with the mist came stinging troubles. The Queen issued a decree, and that meant trouble. That's right. Troubles are like bee stings. Man swells from them, and later on, he doesn't even resemble a human anymore. The most important thing is that both Brock and Brock Miala were protected. Yes, that's the most important thing.
Your attire is peculiar.
It's the attire of many families from Brock Miala. It protected them, just like it protected me. That's right, but I can't give it to you. It shields me from the Queen's gaze. I am invisible to her. I hope you understand. No one wants to be noticed by her.
Okay.
Of course. Go ahead. Choose something.
Let's see if he has anything new. Celestial Charm, I do remember that increases spell power, and then just a bunch of stuff for
I hope your protective beads won't get much use. Travel safely.
he just has alchemy stuff. But yeah, so that starts a quest. Lenses. Oh, that's the one for Jan Heber. Hello, Wolfie. Alright, I thought that I saw Bear was over here earlier attacking the deer. And he's getting too far away. Whatever. Whatever. Okay. Another shrine. Okay. That they heard a groan. Alright, so Diary of a Priestess, Priestess's Cape. I'll just take it all. I'm curious about it. Diary. I must walk the path to beseech her to save our most holy haven. Those of the Dalriada claim that we worship the same goddess, but how can I believe these savages who can't even write? I will visit all the chapels, make an offering. I will collect every bit of her grace, sneak back into the temple, cast it into a single powerful amulet, and that will surely work. The All-Mother must hear me. I will never believe that she abandoned us. Yeah. Make an offering. Alright, so I got another Mercy Amulet. Yeah, the All-Mother absolutely does have an interesting story here. Kind of peculiar. I am interested if it's going to be have a fuller development in this game. Oh, come on. Come on. Got him. Alright. But yeah, I don't know if there's going to be a change to it eventually. Or like if there's going to be added stuff into the game. I think that there is. Because she seems to be kind of an imposter. Great Hammer of Stun. I'll look at it. What does it look like? 12 strength, getting there. Yeah, not enough damage. It's not comparable to what I have, but it has a chance to stun, so that's cool. Nothing to dig up over there, or nothing else to dig up over there. Alright, where am I looking? Over there, All-Mother Shrine, Ancient Cromlech. I guess I could just do that quest now, or do I have to wait for night? I don't know. I don't know if I have all this stuff I need either. Alright, that's easy. Alright, the Ancient Cromlech. Can I do it? No, I need an onion and garlic, and I guess I'm missing it. I can just poof back and forth now that I've unlocked this spot, so that should be easy. Onion and garlic. Onion and garlic. I can do that. Let's go here. We'll see if anything's changed here since the treaty. Looks the same.
Getting restless.
Okay. Alright, we need onion and garlic. Can I sort by alphabetically? No. I know it weighs 0.1. Garlic. And where is the onion? You guys probably see it right there. Okay. And I know I have the venison because I keep on... Alright, well, yeah. I know I have the deer meat. I keep killing deer. We already explored a giant portion of this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping it'll be like 4 episodes, including this one, and then the horns will be essentially done. I might just do 3 more. I don't know, because there's stuff I still want to explore and see. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't remember if I have to wait till night to do this. I don't.
Check it out. They did it. Somebody did it.
Impossible.
See, someone's here.
Damned morons.
Nobody could be stupid enough to actually fall for this.
And yet...
Hey, you there. We can't exactly see you because, you know, we're dead. But we can sense that you're here, so...
Congratulations! You've made it to the sacred site of knowledge!
Is that what we call it? I can't believe this shit. They actually fell for it. I can't believe it.
I know, right? Traveler, the knowledge you seek, the knowledge we druids decided to share with you is that...
You can kiss our dead magical asses and get the hell back to wherever you came from.
Now scram.
Man, druids are just crazy. Can you explain yourself?
Oh yeah, I forgot. They always need answers, don't they?
Right.
What did you expect? A monster fight? Some grand artifact to carry you back home?
Well, I expected to be surprised by a monster, but a treasure would have been nice.
Yeah, you people and your treasures.
You remembered to take something with you?
Not really.
Here. Here's your artifact.
You must carry it with you at all times or else. I can't. I just can't. Yeah. Now scrap.
All right. Well, that was interesting. Excuse me. Yeah. So yeah, the druids are a little bit goofy. Yeah. I mean, some of them are crazy, some of them are goofy. So, yeah. They're a very peculiar bunch. I'm a little bit tempted to get to Bromar. Maybe find another one of these bonfires. Then I could even return, or not bonfires. Find another one of these fast travel points. I'll see how it goes. I might come back to this area. Oh no, I forgot. Die, please. They need to die in one hit. That's what I'm waiting for. Wow, that actually worked out. Can you believe it? Okay. Hello. I missed him. There you go. Now the other one can just meander off. I do need to do the Shrine of the Wolf at some point, but I don't think I have enough claws and like all the stuff I need. Also, there's a Shrine of the Bear, but I've only killed a couple of them so far. Where are all my friends? I don't know. Let's bring them in. That's enough. I don't know why I can't hit him, but I can't. There we go. Alright, it's like a red cap lair. Here's the Shrine of the Bear. I doubt oh, I can do it. Ooh, plus 5% physical damage. Nice. Sadly, it only works once. I hope that there's more of them that I can find in the future. There's also a cave here, Eckhart's Cave. I believe that there's a quest that leads me there, so I'll go there later. Who is he stabbing? Like the air. He must have been glitching out. And yeah, the creepy kids are here again. I am excited for what creepy stuff awaits me in the future. I'm sure there's a lot of strange things, but I've seen this several times, so it doesn't, like, freak me out. I know they don't do anything. Alright, some cobweb, excuse me. Alright, Romar is this way. Oh, also, I just realized I have... Is the marker gone? No. Yeah, I forgot to mention it, but there is a marker that's like permanently over there, and I don't think I can get rid of it because I used the spyglass. Alright, Bromar's right over there. Just making sure the one that was left behind is still, or is now here. Alright guys, there's Romar, he's all alone.
We'll make short work of you.
Oh, will you?
Oh, is that supposed to work?
Whoa, he just killed me in one hit. That's why the king's whatever went off. Oh my goodness. So, okay, he actually can make very short work of me, because one hit kills me.
This is gonna hurt.
Good to know. I didn't expect him to be that heavy, if I'm honest.
Your road ends here.
I don't have enough. Oh my goodness. Is he not taking damage from that
Gold
spell?
belongs to us now.
I leveled up. Cool, cool. Alright.
You'll regret this.
Don't do a group attack, please. You're just killing me.
Your gold belongs to
He's
us
almost
now.
out of stamina. There we go. Ooh. Perfect ring for a warrior, Ravencrest executioner. Oh, that stuff isn't as useful. There's a bunch of stuff to grab here. None of it is, like, exceptionally useful, if I remember right. Yeah, let's see if there's anything to dig up. Raspberry. Some sacks. Okay. Can pick this. Volcanic tree bow. That sounds kind of cool. I'm just seeing if there's anything else before I go into my inventory. Looks clear. Oh, there's a chest. Heavy gauntlets. Interesting. Alright, this seems clear. So I can head to Quinacht from here. This area is kind of cleared out. I'm not going to. I will in the future, but yeah. There are two ways to get in. This is one of them. I almost always go the other way, though. I don't know why. Oh, meteorite? Oh, it's meteorite. So I can upgrade Galahad's mace. Nice. I need more of that, actually. Is there more along the wall that I missed? This looks like regular iron. I probably do need a little bit more. But where's meteorite? That looked like iron ore over there. I don't know. Okay, I should hurry. I don't want to fight this at night. So now we have another fast travel point, and now we have an ogre. I really do not want to fight him. When Red Knight sets in. Looks like I won't. That hurt. Luckily he died. Oh. Okay, that works. So now we have a fast travel point, so we can get here whenever we want. Well, kind of. Alright, so what do I want to do? I probably want to go back to several people. I also want to look at all this stuff. Right, so all this stuff is unknown. That's the stuff I bought earlier. Perfect ring for a warrior. Increase physical damage by 5%. And keep the encumbrance for now. Alright. Not all too useful. Okay. Okay. Priestess's Cape regenerates 1% of max mana per second. Not bad. I probably do like the idea of getting lifesteal still, probably. 10 strength, 3 perception, 4 endurance. Attacks against targets at full health are always crits. That's really good. That is really good. I can't... it doesn't deal a ton of damage, though, but that is really pretty strong. Volcanic tree bow, arrows apply burn. That's pretty cool. Heavy gauntlets increases unarmed damage by the amount of armor points it provides. That's intriguing. I do wonder what going unarmored would be like in this game. At some point I do want to try it, just out of curiosity. But yeah. Alright, we're gonna get... Do I get out of here? No, I actually do want to stay here during the weird night, don't I? I do. Alright, so I'm going to travel here. And I'm going to talk to Arthur for a bit. Also, I may as well level up on here. We need more spirituality. I want to deal more damage. We need to keep up with enemies being tougher soon. And let's talk to the king. A lot of options. Wow, that's a lot. Top to bottom, I guess. Was this gong here in your time?
Perhaps. I cannot say for certain. My memory remains too clouded. It seems familiar. I do not feel my soul bound to it, but I know our path shall lead us here, one way or another.
Well, it did.
Something lingers beyond this gate. Something ancient. That much I know. We'll find the truth soon enough.
Alright, why did you leave Excalibur at the horns?
It was supposed to be a reminder. The sword was never just steel. It was a symbol of what we stood for. Strength, justice, the will to carve a path forward. A weapon, yes, but also a promise. I wanted them to remember, to fight for those ideals, to uphold them, even when I was gone, even when there was no king left to lead them.
Yeah. Well, what do you remember about Merlin? Wait, what? Didn't I click that? Didn't even say anything. Okay, well, maybe I asked that before. About the Tomb of Lancelot.
Oh, Lancelot. It was painful to watch what became of him.
How was Lancelot before?
Confident, steadfast, eloquent. Nothing like the tormented soul you've seen. He was admired by the people and by his fellow knights. He had quite the following, though he never seemed to care for it. Only later did I realize how wrong I had been. He was also much sought after. Left a trail of broken hearts wherever he went. But there was only one he ever held in his heart. And that was Avalon.
Did Lancelot truly betray you?
I always believed Lancelot to be honest to a fault. He never hesitated to speak his mind. And I valued that in him as much as his loyalty. I trusted him completely. And I thought his faith in me, in my vision for Avalon, was just as strong. But it wasn't. I don't know when or how that trust was lost, and to this day, it still pains me. But know this, even in betrayal, Lancelot never sought to serve himself. He was a good man. Yet even the best of men can falter and lose their way.
Will you forgive him?
I forgave him long ago. What saddens me is that he still cannot forgive himself. But I understand why. The rebellion he led hurt not only me, it wounded all of Avalon. And Lancelot always hated senseless bloodshed. To be the cause of so much suffering, perhaps fighting by our side will finally bring him peace.
Do you know what the cromlechs are for?
That's a question better suited for Merlin if he was still around. I always thought it was where his druids got drunk and danced naked in the moonlight. He was terribly offended when I said that. Gave me an entire lecture about the delicate balance of life and death, how they are intertwined within nature. That, he claimed, was what the cromlechs were meant to be. The heart of their power. A place where it could be harnessed and cultivated. Still, he never invited me to any of their celebrations. He always did hate when I was right.
I guess I will mention it because, right, again, I have information you guys don't in terms of playing the board games through probably, but the statement of Merlin being a druid or having druids as kind of like like him working so much with druids. That is something I did not expect at all, because like in the board game, Merlin and druids almost never came up together at the same time. Occasionally there were cases where druids were like weaving war magic in a battle and Merlin was there. So I did know that he did use magic that the druids sometimes used, but he delved into everything, right? He delved into literally any sort of magic you can imagine, right? That's what he did. So it didn't seem like it was particular that he was learning druidic stuff, like that was his specialty, but that he just knew everything. But anyway, did you know about the mission of the Andraste?
How could I? It took place after my death, and I was not summoned back when it happened. Yet I believe they did what had to be done. If the Four-Dweller was a threat, one that could neither be questioned nor studied, then he had to die. You do not understand how dreadful these creatures are. Even with the weirdness weakened, they remain formidable foes. We cannot fault these people for defending themselves.
Mm-hmm. So you and the Lord of the Seas seem close.
Yes, it seems we knew each other well during the war. And this proves that I sought allies beyond our own forces. And I trusted him enough to carry the knowledge of Excalibur. This must count for something.
Mm. What was Galahad like in your day?
Much the same. He was a fierce warrior, determined to win at any cost. I watched him closely, and I found him too consumed by cruelty. That is why I chose Seawall and Palamedes as my closest confidants, not him. Yet this Galahad still seems devoted to Camelot and the old ways, and he remains just as fierce.
Is that everything? You can just... okay. Seems like it's kind of bugging out. I'm gonna try to get back in. Nope. So I'll have to talk to him later, because there were other questions, and it doesn't seem available at the moment. I don't remember, where do I go? Is it north? I think so. There's an area that I need to get to. I always forget where it is exactly. I think it's here. There's enemies. I found bees. What is this?
An invitation.
Oh my gosh.
Her word, the highest lord. I am a servant.
You gonna attack me? Dodge, dodge. Alright, I've been told this fight is nearly impossible, and that summons do not work against it. Guys, go for him. Guys, go for him. What are you... Damn, yeah, they're not going. Go, 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 go. Come on, come on. Yep, they are not working. Do I even go for this? Do I even... Oh, man. I was warned to avoid him. Man, I'm not gonna avoid him. That's... He goes right through him. And... Oh, no. Okay, now he's in. Oh. Guys, man, they're not gonna be attacking me, huh? Oh my goodness, he just killed me. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Getting out of here. Gain the Run, 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 run. Guys, get out of the way. Oh my goodness, he's just gonna kill me. Is he following me? He must be. Oh my gosh. I don't hear the combat music. I'm kind of going around because I don't know if he's gonna follow. I'm trying to mess with his pathing. Am I going south? I am. Is he still behind me? I don't know. Okay, let's keep going. I don't know where I'm at, really. Okay, doesn't seem like he's following me. I don't know really where I'm at. I am a little bit lost. Oh, over there. Okay, okay. Now I know where I'm at. Oh, there's more over here. Red caps. Let's just keep going. We're gonna just keep going south. I don't remember where the closest fast travel spot is. That's a long jump. I know that there's one over here, but I don't know if there's gonna be enemies. They respawn? No, they didn't. Okay. Sprites. Go after him, guys. Do they go after him? Oh. Ow. Dude. It can tank a hit. Look at this thing. Guys, destroy it. Man. Was there one I missed? Yeah, that thing is just gonna be escaping, I suppose. Never mind. Alright. Well, we survived that. I'm gonna try to get to the Shrine of the Wolf, just out of curiosity. If I can do it. I believe that there are wolves over here, so I can kill a couple. Oh, it's a bear. This is dangerous. Especially in Weird Night. I do deal a hefty blow. I need to keep going, because I think that ghost, by the way, is a four-dweller. The four-dweller ghost. Oh, plus 90% sneak damage. Nice. But yeah, it's a four-dweller ghost, and I kind of don't want to be fighting that. I was just warned. Hello, can you explode? Yep. Alright. Guys, get out of my way. No, my athletics is actually pretty high, I just realized. Okay, some more ethereal cobwebs. I know that this is kind of like chaos. But I think... So currently I'm in the Arch Spire, just so you guys are aware. I'm in that area. If I stay out here, there's just going to be more and more of these things. Weird spirits. And whatnot. I'm getting a lot of ethereal cobweb, at least. I need to have like 1,000 eventually, one day. But yeah. Those things. At least when they hit me, they become cobweb. Come on. There we go. Did I kill it? I think so. Yep. Alright. Seems clear. Great. So this is the other area where you can... No, guys, stop it. Don't you dare kill civilians. Alright. This is the other area that gets unlocked after finding the sword that I know of. There might be a third one, who knows. But unlocks a portal that I want to enter for sure. Alright. Here we go. This stuff is interesting to me. There's a mist thingy. There we go. You can't see him in the mist, so I just use Merlin's Thorn to just find him out. So this is interesting if you're interested in lore. A lot of stuff to read through. The weirdness is a purpose in and of itself, and creation within or through the weirdness requires no explanation. It simply becomes, and then it is. The weirdness is a field of fulfilled potentialities where anything can happen, things beyond imagination. The only limits are our minds and our understanding. It takes shape according to our will, our emotions, and our thoughts. We cannot shut ourselves off from it. Okay. Let's read this one. The kingdom beyond sent their ambassador to maintain the balance, the Everdweller. Only one thing is known for certain: the Everdweller cannot survive far from the boiling primordial weirdness of Tuatan, our capital. Does this mean that the weirdness exists beyond Avalon as well? That it is a force, a substance that enshrouds and imbues all of reality with its potential? So, I'm probably going to make a video on the Everdweller one day, but it's a little bit much to go through, and I don't want to steer you guys wrong in my explanation. However, the Everdweller is like a Lovecraftian monster that has tons of tentacles that end in hands, and it has eyeballs in the center of its the palm of the hands, and it is this huge beast thingy, and it came from the stars beyond. So there's questions as to whether it given that description, it sounds like the Everdweller predates the Four Dwellers, or whether it came with them to Avalon at the beginning, but it essentially is immortal. But yeah. Avalon is just a midpoint between the far simpler human reality and the timeless kingdom beyond the stars. It is fascinating to gaze upon the land of men and see all that commotion. They live, they die, and even their vanishing has a purpose. One can mourn what is lost, and then one can celebrate the growth of new life. Their decadence differs from ours, for theirs, in the end, has a conclusion. So Four Dweller souls, their spirits, are immortal. But yeah, you're gonna see more of that in a moment. Guys, go. Hey, they're listening. Blood bomb. Oh, she has summons? Oh, kind of far away. Oh, come on. That's cheating. Where'd she go? She's still up there? Is she hiding? Oh, come on. She's hiding behind that. Guys, we gotta get out of here. She has to follow us. Come on. Come on. Alright. Yeah, this is just broken or something. Can I hit her through this? I can't, but she can hit me through it. This is a huge issue. Come on. Come on. Also, she has stuff I want. Oh, man. Oh. Man, this is going to be rough. Alright, there was no place as beautiful and primal as this. When we discovered it for the first time, it felt as though it had been created for us, one of the earliest, most untouched places on Avalon. Unmarked by our actions, and yet we felt such a deep connection to it. We decided to weave new lives here, from thought and intention, from potential, shaped after our deepest desires, and for the Weaver, we chose the purest among us. Okay. Come on. Come on. There we go. Man, that was kind of strange, but at least I was able to get it. Could have been lost. Let's look at what we found here. So we have Blood Sting. Each swing deals 1 damage to you, but it applies bleed. Yeah. Okay. And we have Blood Tainted Shell. Restores 10 health after killing an enemy. That's not too bad. I had the invitation and an Unidentified item.
Come on,
Let's go.
inside.
Yeah, let's go.
Step forward. After all, you know me well. Take off your mask now. It's your home.
So what he's about to say is a little bit confusing. I'm still not 100% on it. But yeah, let's go.
Welcome, little prince. Why the sullen look? Aren't you glad to see me? You finally made it here. It must have taken quite a long time.
Yeah, Prince? Why do you call me that?
Because it is easier for me to address you this way than to accept that, for now, you are nothing more than a human. It is painful, but I must come to terms with it.
Who are you?
So, you don't remember me. I'm afraid it might have something to do with the form in which I see you now. This body and soul, they're much different from what I expected. But to answer your question, I am the Weaver. And though it may be hard for you to believe, a part of you knows me all too well.
Yeah, so this is very confusing, but he did explain, well, he did say something a moment ago of that, well, that I'm Little Prince, and that it's hard for him to see me as a human with a human soul. So there are two running theories from what I understand. One of which, well, there's two theories that I have, one of which I think is a little bit stronger than the other, I should say, because I haven't heard any other opinions yet. But on one hand, either King Arthur, a piece of his soul has the prince within it, or I am the prince, and like the soul that I have is the princess. And let me explain. He's going to explain it a little bit, but maybe this will help you understand what he's about to say a little bit more. But basically, Four Dwellers believe that after they die, their souls may be sent to the human world, in which case, whenever we have a new child, a new life, a new spirit, it is this Four Dweller soul. So my character's soul is the prince, in a lesser form. So I'm essentially, so I am the prince, but I have no memories of that life at all. And after I die, my soul will remain, because it's a Four Dweller soul, and it's like every several generations or however very long, somebody else will be the prince, and so on and so forth, and it'll just go on forever. But yeah, that's essentially that's the basics of it. But there is the possibility that the prince is part of Arthur, and the reason is because there is a passage in the main game where the Pale Lady, who is the mother of the prince, essentially says that the prince is doomed to live a life of a cycle of resurrection for eternity, more or less. It appears that she's speaking of Arthur, of participating in this endless cycle. I'm not positive that she is, but it sounds like she is, and that has led me to have a couple theories. But yeah, we'll just go from there. I could talk for a while. So where am I?
It is a place where my prince was woven from the threads of pure potential. The Pale Lady was relentless in her desire to fulfill her vision of an offspring, modeled after those she watched so eagerly. It displeases me that you don't remember. I'd envisioned your return and our meeting quite differently. But now it all makes sense. Now I understand why you need that shard.
What's your role?
Nothing remarkable. I simply exist in this place. That you ended up here is a mere coincidence. None of my kind have visited me in a long time. Yet here, I used to weave new Avalonians, shaping them according to the intent and thought that accompanied their creation. Now the thread of potential is much weaker, though it seems this place stirs to life again as the awareness returns.
Tell me more about the Pale Lady.
She was a powerful Avalonian, one of the oldest. She saw and desired far more than the rest of her kin, who were suffocating in their growing decadence. To live a life where one can do anything, it loses all meaning. When she discovered the homelands and learned of mortality and time, everything changed. We were no longer the same. It was as though the mere awareness of such things altered the way we lived. We could no longer exist as we once had. It planted a new emotion in us. Fear. You will find traces of her here as well. The stone tablets bear her mark.
So what happened to the Pale Lady?
I'm afraid I must admit that I don't know where she is now. It seems she retreated into her depths again after your king entered his eternal sleep. The true one, from which mortals are not meant to be awakened. Not like this.
So what shard are you talking about?
The shard of the prince's memory. It is shattered. Much like the fragmented memory of the king that lingers within you. I'd gladly speak with him, but something is preventing him from manifesting.
How do you know about the king?
I don't know all the details. What I do know is that after our prince was murdered by our kin, his potential, what you humans might call a soul, did not perish. The prince had been deeply fascinated by humans, and so after his death he manifested in one of them. That person was Arthur, the man who would one day become your king.
So this is why it's confusing, because everything to this point, to me, pointed to the character having the soul of the prince. But then he says this, and then it's like, okay, so what is going on here? So my current theory, which I'm sure if whoever has played through the game would know if I'm correct, because I'm sure, I'm sure that it's done with and they probably explain it. But my current theory is that the prince and Arthur are essentially destined to have some sort of a connection, to meet whenever their souls converge to essentially form. And what I'm essentially saying is that whenever the cycle passes that Arthur is supposed to be resurrected, around that time the prince is going to inhabit some body, and when he does so, he is going to find Arthur through fate. He's going to find him, and then Arthur's soul will then essentially take ownership of the prince's body so that Arthur can be resurrected. So he's kind of like consuming the prince. So the prince is participating in this cycle, and it's kind of like how Arthur is a passenger of us as we're walking around. It's going to flip whenever we're able to resurrect Arthur, and Arthur will be in control of the body and will be more so the passenger. That is my assumption as to what happens whenever Arthur does get fully resurrected. I don't know. We're going to see, but that's currently my best bet. But anyways, why was the prince murdered?
He followed his mother's fascination. Much like her, he gazed upon the land of men. But he wished to go further. He wanted to experience being human. So he built the menhirs, meant to repel the weirdness. For us, the Four Dwellers, such a vision was both heretical and terrifying. Some of our kin could not forgive him for it. So, they killed him. It was the first time an Avalonian had ever slain one of their own.
Arthur was a Four Dweller in some way?
Arthur was a man, mortal like any other, but ambitious like few. But yes, his origins are far more complicated. This is a tale of two separate realities that, through a series of specific events, began to intersect, forming a single knot.
Right.
Everything that has happened, and everything that will happen, is meant to decide the fate of that knot. And we, as you likely already know, have been pulled into all of this.
So that oddity, that cryptic explanation of the two fates being weaved into one knot, is what makes me feel like the idea that your character is the prince, and that Arthur. So your character being the prince is one side of the knot, was one end of the rope, while the other end of the rope is Arthur, and it being weaved into this knot, and it's kind of destined, it's kind of fated to go a certain way. Although we technically could go against fate, but that's essentially what's going on here. But anyway, what now?
Our meeting comes to an end. I regret how brief it is, but my role in your story was always meant to be insignificant.
Alright, sorry for all the talking there, but those are my 2 cents. It is interesting, it's hard to tell, and I hope that they make it clearer by the end of the game. They probably will, I have a feeling. I have a feeling it's going to be some big reveal at the end. Like, oh yeah, by the way, Arthur is absolutely going to consume you. And also, by the way, Caradoc kind of hinted at it. Uh-oh. Well. Am I getting attacked? But yeah, Caradoc kind of hinted at it when he said that if you bring back Arthur, only one of you, like there's not enough room for both of you. So when he said that, that did, oh, there's cows, yeah. But that did make me think like that theory probably then does in fact add up. That you kind of trade ownership of the body. And yeah, might be some sort of a strength of will, who knows. Yeah, it's morning. The episode already somehow, maybe I've talked way too much. The episode already is getting close to the end. I think I'm going to be completing quests at the end here. Killian isn't awake yet. I'm going to do a quick nap. And then we're going to complete a handful of quests to get it out. Hey guys, sorry for the jump. I had to help make dinner for my nephew's birthday. But anyways, I'm back. I'm going to get the money for killing Bromar.
Please, state your business.
Bounty for a bandit leader, please. Bromar.
Well, the famous Bromar. No face and no life. That savage wiped out an entire unit of Camelot's infantry. But he couldn't take you down, huh? It's like the gods themselves made you for the job. Though I'm not sure which ones. In any case, you've certainly earned the gratitude of the capital. You are truly remarkable. I've never met anyone with such an insatiable thirst for blood. I almost wish there were more bounties left. But alas, you've handled them all. Please, take this as a token of Camelot's gratitude. And keep up the good work. I hope it brings you as much satisfaction as it does me.
Okay.
Again, you really like killing, don't you?
Yeah, some more
Do you
bounties.
keep bandits' fingers as trophies? I would.
So what did we get? Camelot's ring. I don't remember that. Maybe. I don't know. Increase max health by 10, max stamina by 5. That is pretty good. Eventually, I will be getting rid of the Ring of Toughness. I'm a little tempted to do it now, honestly, because I think I could take it. And I like having extra health and stamina. Maybe I will. Does have a fair bit of carrying capacity. So we're going to be doing odds and ends, and I have been thinking about something. You guys have seen all these quests before. I probably should go to Quinacht. Maybe I'll return here later. I'm not going to do it this episode, of course. I'm either going to spend one more episode here in the Horns, or this is going to be the last one. I'm going to be thinking on it. I'll probably sleep on it. But yeah, hello, Jan. Yeah, about that druidic scroll.
Yes? How did it go?
That ritual was just a sick juvenile joke.
Bastards. If this is how they behaved when they were all still alive, it makes more and more sense that people got fed up with them. But I don't get it, you know? Think about it. You have all this knowledge. You're practically a god among men, and yet you treat them like this. Why wouldn't you let the chosen few in on the secret? Why wouldn't you share the mystical arts? Or even just let them observe? How are we supposed to figure these things out for ourselves? It would have been beneficial for all of us if their writings, their rituals, and their deeds weren't written in code. If they were easier to understand.
Well, they gave me a mistletoe.
Mistletoe? Really? They gave you mistletoe? Useless junk, and a parasite to boot. Really nice way of proving their point that we're unworthy of their knowledge.
Well, one more thing. The Cromlech changed after the ritual.
What? Changed? Changed how? Is it bad?
Well, it doesn't look good. There might have been some dark magic involved.
Oh, no. No. This is not good. Shit. We already have the undead, the weirdness, and the Del Rita to worry about. We don't need yet another problem on our hands. Besides, it's a known druidic site. What if news of something happening there reaches the Red Priests? They are ruthless in pursuing any remaining druids. If they find out about my interests, I'll be done for.
Yep. So what do we do now?
We don't do anything, because I still can't leave the keep. You need to find a druid and make him reverse this somehow.
Alright. Yeah, I think I know somebody.
You do? Oh, that's a relief. I won't ask any details. In these circumstances, the less I know, the better. Just tell them they have my gratitude. Please let me know when it's done. Otherwise, I won't be able to focus. I just hope nobody gets seriously ill right now.
Alright. So that's mostly completed. I have a couple people to talk to then. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have a little bit of time left to just complete a handful of quests. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out how much more I'm going to be doing. Sadly, I record this 2 to 3 days ahead of time because sometimes life gets in the way or I'm busy. So I want to have a couple episodes prepped. Hello. I can't hear him. Okay, but anyways, yeah. So, due to that, I can't have like responses too quickly from you guys unless I make a post, which I might do. But yeah, it's either gonna. I mean, the more that I think about it, I do want to join the Children of Morrigan, which you guys will see later. That's gonna be an episode to complete as well. So yeah, it's a minimum of one episode that I will be doing in addition to this. But anyways, let's go talk to Ellis because he has a new job.
I like it when things are quiet.
This you? Yep. I have good news. You're going to be the apprentice with the local blacksmith.
You serious? That calls for a celebration. Thank you so much. I mean, I guess I owe it to you, right? I know I did fine work on that necklace, but I didn't think it'd land me a job. I hope the keepers are prepared. Soon their swords and armor are gonna have some awesome decorations.
Alright, well, open shop. Oh, so I can buy stuff from him now. The Adventurer's Essential. Max health, encumbrance limit, and max... Oh, wow, does that look good. Wow. I like that. Traveler's Best Friend. Max mana, stamina... Max stamina and stamina regeneration. We got Athlete's Pride. No. I already have that kind of stuff. Yeah, I can definitely sell enough. I mean, like, look at all this stuff I have. And also there's tons of potions here that are pretty sellable. Like, that are on me. Like, if I sort by price, I mean, these Bloodsucker potions, I mean, this is going to be several $100s. If I go through this is going to be probably a couple thousand, really. Well, maybe like 1.5. Like this Essence of Cold, I can't imagine really using because I don't use arrows. The Essence of Fire, I can't imagine using. So I probably can get the house down here. I might try to accomplish that. But yeah, let's get this Adventurer's Essential because that looks really good. I can't pass that up. So, yeah, we are going to replace the amulet of the Waning Moon. With this, it's a little bit better. And yeah, I'm pretty sure eventually, is he just going to meander now? No. Eventually he's going to, maybe when I sleep, he's going to change positions to the blacksmith area. Too bad I couldn't have given Elaine the credit for him getting that job, but oh well. Alright, I'm going to go over here because now I got to talk to the druid about the ancient Cromlech and that whole situation. Alright. Man, I really am enjoying this game, and I am so excited to see what's new. I keep on hearing things from you guys, like bits and pieces, and some of it I'm surprised by, so I have to see it for myself. But yeah. Alright. What's his name? Dressed, I think is his name. He's over here, the druid. Hello, buddy. So, I messed this up last time. I'll try to not do it this time. About the ritual.
Oh, did you do it yet? And you followed the instructions? Didn't omit a thing?
Yes, but there was a problem.
That's impossible. There wasn't even any spell work involved. It should have been perfectly harmless.
Something happened to the Cromlech and now it looks gruesome.
God's damned southern druids. I dread to think what they were doing in that place. Don't worry, it's probably nothing a good cleansing can't fix.
Well, it looks dangerous. We can't leave it like this.
That seems like your problem. If I help you, what's in it for me?
Can you do it?
I guess I could, but what's in it for me?
Well, obviously some food. There's a tomato.
Now you're talking. Right. If you don't mind, I'll take my payment up front. Splendid. Meet me at the Cromlech. I will need your assistance with the ritual.
Alright. It seems like the conversation there is a little bit off. Hopefully they fix that at some point. Because, right, I've noticed that with talking to other people, is like other people in the game as well, that sometimes they repeat the same thing over and over. Yeah, well, 2 times. And it's like, well, you literally just said that. So it doesn't make sense. But anyway. Oh, I missed this? How did I miss this? What's in here? Unimportant. Hello. I need slightly more damage to kill him in one hit. Whoa. My reactive surge dealt a ton of damage there. Maybe it's because I don't have any summons up. I wonder. Alright, well, we've done most of what I wanted to accomplish. Something I am a little bit tempted on doing, which I guess I could take you guys with me for it, but... actually, no, I'm going to do it off screen. But at one point, I do want to go over here where Senon the Giant was, because there's a meteor. There's meteor ore over there, because I want to upgrade my weapon as much as I can. But actually, something I do want to do, and I think I do have the time for it, is I want to go over here and see if anything is new when talking to people. Specifically Vron. She might have a quest, and I want to see if she does. Because now that we're, like, you know, allies...
I wasn't made to wait. I was made to end things.
Mm-hmm.
You must really like it here, huh?
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's strange. I've spent most of my life barely seeing anybody who was an evoker, let alone anybody outside Del Rida. And I definitely haven't met many people willing to come up and chatter endlessly at me.
Sounds like a lonely life. Oh yeah, that's a good one. You could say I'm a bit of an odd duck.
Aye, you've proven that for sure.
Mm-hmm. So, you're officially allied with the Horns of the South. How's it feel?
Like we have a future. I still don't trust that snaky a captain.
Me neither.
But now it's easier to keep an eye on him. And now the South is ours. It's only a matter of time before we march on to Camelot.
You think you'll be able to remain civil with the Keepers?
Only if they do the same. I already know they don't respect us or our culture. So I'm not going to sit back and take insults. We'll learn to talk to each other. But only as much as we have to.
Yeah, I get it. Alright, what can you tell me about the Volker?
Why? My tribe is lost. They've been stumbling around in the dark for years. I tried to push them, to remind them of our pride, to make something out of them again. But when even my own sister turned her back on me, I gave up. One Eye's campaign felt like a gift for mother. First one since I was born.
You have a sister?
Aye. An older one. I thought she'd help me bring the Volker back to what we used to be. But she turned out just like the rest of them. She only cared about her books. No, the tribe. We fought about it so much. Until I finally told her to leave. And she just did. Never even looked back.
Interesting. You seem to have a complicated relationship with your goddess.
My tribe believes Mother has abandoned us. That we deserve it. Maybe they're right. But I don't think the answer is just to give up and wait for death. We need to prove that we're worthy of being her wains again. And I believe the best way to do that is by breaking Camelot's grip on Avalon.
Alright.
Stay out of trouble.
Yeah, I'll do my best. Okay. Well, no quests there. I'll go talk to One Eye. Maybe he'll have something for me. Okay, still stealing. Okay. Hello, sirs. Let's go. I mean, I assume One Eye must have something for me. Right? Gotta have something. Where is he? Is he in the back there? That's a berserker. Where is One Eye? He's not back in the horn somewhere, is he? Huh, maybe he is. I take stuff from the shelves? I can. Feel a little bit bad, just... I mean, I guess it's not stealing, it says take. I guess it's up for grabs. Okay. Okay. Yeah, also, by the way, I just put up the poll, so for those of you who watch it, maybe you guys can participate in it. It would be valuable for me for the future. +3, wow, okay. But anyways, I had asked you guys what kind of a series you guys want in terms of a lore series, and it looks like you guys want to have kind of like a tour of Avalon. I'm probably going to be going over the geography, the different points of interest, going over different oddities like that, probably going over their backstories. Seems to be the plan at the moment. But I also am interested in going over the history. Maybe I'll do that after the tour, because that the tour really would set the foundation for you guys, so that as I explain things, you can kind of think back to what I've talked about before, probably. But yeah. All right, One Eye is not there. I'm on it. I'm a little surprised. I mean, yeah, he must just be in the horn somewhere. But where could he be? Unless he's up above. Yeah, I don't think he's up here. Strange. Alright. Not stealing from them, I'll tell you that. I know that there's an area over here. I'll go over there. See if anything here is important. Oh, it's a shrine. I guess I forgot. But you can't pray here? Okay. Wand of Festering Rot. Man, do I steal? They can't see me from here, can they? What? Okay, might as well see what this does. So, I'm not going to be using it, but maybe one of you would want to. All poison damage applies additional poison buildup, attacks a poison target. Alright. Alright, coolio. Any other area I want? I don't want to go there. That looks like a bottomless pit. Kind of a... Ooh, I died there. Cool. I'm surprised that that was enough damage to kill me. Interesting. Well, good thing I got that ability, because it saved my life a few times now. I want to say 3 or 4. There's also a box here. Man, I don't feel like I should do this. Because what if they catch me? But I'll take it if it's gold. I mean, I guess I could just take it all, right? Nah, I'm greedy. Hold F. This is taking a while. Why is this taking so long? Okay. Let's read this book. Okay, The Beauty of Nature, Herbs for Radiant Skin. Ooh, that would be nice. Okay, embraces nature's simple treasures. Well, I won't read it. Bebin of Farshire, though. Very cool. Rabbit juice. What? What? I can make rabbit juice, huh? Okay. Lovely. Alright, let's put all the stolen stuff in the box. I don't know if they do, like, you know, checks on me. To see if I've stolen anything. I thought I just took one, but... Is that everything? I feel like I missed something. I don't remember putting in the book. I guess it doesn't count. Okay, increases how many times one can dash at a penalty. Okay. Not all too useful. Alright, well, I'll probably talk to them another time, but I'm going to be ending it here. I'll head back to the horns. Yeah, I am running out of... I mean, there is definitely stuff I can do. There are several dungeons that I kind of want to accomplish. There are several areas I kind of want to go to. But, like, this quest, the confrontation, looks like hope. This is the bee queen. This isn't pertinent to the lore, as far as I know. And it's not pertinent to the story. It's more so just something to do. But the thing is that this gives you a pretty incredible reward for somebody who's a summoner. So I'm kind of back and forth about doing it or not. But I will for sure do the Children of Morgan stuff, because I know that that continues from here off to Connacht. I thought they pressed D. I guess I didn't. But yeah, I'll definitely do the Children of Morgan stuff, and then maybe after that, maybe I'll just leave. I don't know. I'll have to think about it again. I'm probably going to be grabbing meteorite ore and upgrading my mace off screen. But yeah, I'll end it here, guys. Man, you guys are all awesome. I gotta say, like, I've been averaging almost a dozen subscribers for 8 days now. Like, new subscribers. That's such insanity to me. You know, when I had looked it up, it takes like an average of 1.5 years to get to the point of being monetized on YouTube. And yeah, I could do it in essentially 6 months since I created the channel, but 3 months since I was like taking it seriously, which is pretty insane. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. Please consider subscribing if you have yet to do so. If there was an issue with the video, or if there's anything I can improve on, please leave a comment as to how I can do that. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I really do hope to see you guys in the next one. So yeah, see you later. Bye-bye.